We got a box in the mail. Let's go ahead and open it right here. Okay, so I'm on a roll today. I went ahead and made, this will be my third video. I'm probably not going to post them all together just to space them out because I'm sure you don't want to see my face that many times in one day. This came in the mail. I kind of had forgotten at first. It was one of those things where somebody was selling something on Facebook, and so I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. And then they had a couple other little things, so it came in today. And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is that one I got from the guy the other day, just coming up one state from North Carolina. So it's nothing super major, but there are a couple things in here for filling holes. One of which is one of those things where I keep seeing it and I keep putting it down because it's just a hole filler. It's probably not an album that gets a lot of love. Depends on who you are. But it's part of the collection that you got to get it. So the first one big thing that was here, and it was a really good price for the shipping. Everything was a really good price. So I went ahead and picked up the End Machine. Now, if you're not familiar with this came out a couple years ago, at least a year, maybe 2 years ago. This is essentially all the guys from Dokken with a different singer, no Don Dokken. So for this one, they brought in Robert Mason. Robert Mason on vocals. He has done some work with the Avantasia stuff. He sang on some of the later Warrant albums, like the one that came out in most recent years. So he is an American vocalist, and he sounds great. And this is an album where George Lynch, Jeff Pilson, Mick Brown, they all got together and got a new singer, and they put out an album. So I don't know. I don't want to call it Dokken 2.0 because it's not really, but it's the band with a different singer. And I've listened to it a handful of times digitally, and I enjoy it. It's on Frontier Records, which pretty much anything on Frontier Records is going to be amazing. Oh, look, he put it in disc keeper cases. It's a double record set. There's the band. Man, there's a lot of glare in here. So yeah, good stuff. Now, the other two pieces I got in here, again, were filler, sort of, kind of. Well, I needed some more. I needed some Icon on vinyl. And so, Night of Crime I picked up. Now, again, it was minuscule amounts of dollars because this thing has got all kinds of claw marks at the top, and he totally mentioned that. He said it was like a cat claw marks. So the cover itself is rough. It's got the insert, but the record itself, which he has separate here, is in, he describes as being in pretty much near mint. So yeah, absolutely almost flawless. So I'm not going to complain. I'm not a big stickler for the outside. If I can get it for a cheap price, that's what we do. And then we grabbed the Thrill of a Lifetime by King Cobra. I'm a huge King Cobra fan when it comes to most of their stuff. This is that one album where they kind of really changed direction. Very AOR, very less hard rock. But hey, you got to have it in the collection. The first album's still my favorite. This one is fairly poppy. Ones that they released after this with various other singers are great. One of which, actually, I just saw was reissued on vinyl. It's one that I'm definitely got on my want list to get. So yeah, love King Cobra stuff. They've been putting out stuff even with, they got Paul Shortino and did a couple albums in the past 10 years. And so great stuff. Big fan. And so when I saw this and the Icon for a few dollars with shipping, I just thought I'm going to grab it. And then he had the other one in too. Now, obviously, this is a stiffener, but this is probably the best album in the entire package. Star Power! K-Tel Records. This is funny because Frank up at 33 RPM just did a whole thing on K-Tel Records. And now I have a K-Tel record. I remember these back in the day. Everything. We had all kinds of K-Tel compilations. They crammed, look at that, they crammed 18 songs. They cram on this record. You know what? This is in very good, if not better, condition. A little light dusting on one side. But look at that. Thanks a lot, man. I got a free album. And look at these hits. Yes. The Star Wars title theme by Miko. Now, I had that album. It's like a weird rendition of various themes, and I had that Miko themes. It had Star Wars. It had some Rocky and stuff along that line. So that's cool. Cold as Ice by Foreigner. Firefall. England Dan and John Ford Coley. Bay City Rollers. Paul Davis, The Babies, Little River Band, Kiss, Christine 16. Look at that. David Soul, Hot, Brick. Yeah. Lots of great stuff. Lots of hits. Another album. Anyway, thanks a lot, man. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Again, rock on and rock on.